Welcome to Stop Dieting and Start Living podcast. I am your coach, Natalia Rodriguez, and I will be guiding you to get in the best shape of your life for the rest of your life by combining my coaching experience with the psychology behind the human eating behaviors and some simple brain science. Get ready to be coached by me. Hello guys, Happy New Year if you are listening to this in real time. What a year was 2020, am I right? So now that another year passes, let's leave it there. And let's focus on the power of now and how we can make small adjustments in order to reach our goals, especially our health and fitness goals. I was talking to a client recently and she was telling me and really trying to convince me how busy she was and that at the end of the day, working out stay always at the bottom of her to-do list. I love her. But the truth is that people usually say they are too busy as an excuse for themselves. Everyone has the same amount of time, so all comes down to how you are spending your time. If I sit with one of them in a room for a day, I guarantee you that I can find 30 minutes in anyone's day. If people have a goal to work out 2-3 times a week, people say they are too busy, that they don't have the time, that they have the kids, the job, the husband or the wife, the dog, paying bills. Oh gosh, just hearing all that seems overwhelming, right? And these people only keep saying that they're constantly failing and they can't do it, that those other things are simply more important. So there you have it. It is not a priority when people say they are too busy. So changing your wording for it is not a priority, that's the truth. Instead of putting it on the to-do list and then feel bad about it when you don't do it, that's the uncomfortable truth, guys. People spend so much time saying they want to lose weight and they want to get healthy and they cannot execute the most fundamental things consistently because they don't have the time. I guarantee that if you spend 30 minutes less on Instagram, watching TV or Facebook, you probably have the time. Reality is that change is hard. Getting off the couch can be hard. If you have a habit of coming home, putting your feet up and relax, using it as an excuse to do the things you want to accomplish in your life, it's hard. And it is fine if you don't want to, but just so say it if you don't want to, because saying you are too lazy, busy, tired are just excuses that are only pushing your dreams away, boxing you in a life that you may not even like. So taking responsibility and using the proper words help. Also, avoiding for some sympathy, like you didn't sleep last night and here we are looking for some consolation, like feeling proud that you have to spend the night working on an important project make you feel like a superhero. Well, that is not actually a good thing. That is only hurting yourself, leaving you without energy to keep up with your life and do your duties properly. So putting yourself last for other things sometimes can feel exciting, but you should never put yourself in risk knowing that the consequences for you can be more harmful. Reality is that after that, you will be drained and overly exhausted to keep working on your project, and eventually you end up hating it if you keep that behavior. So somehow we as a society cheer up the bad behaviors, the ones where we are punishing our bodies. Isn't it that sad? That only reinforces the excuses you use to not do what you say you want to be doing. So just acknowledging that it is not a priority right now, or you can spend 10 minutes looking at your calendar and your week and making the time for the things you want to do, and so you get them done. Something I've learned as an entrepreneur that I didn't realize it before when I was working in a job office, because there my time was owned by the company. So I didn't feel the need to schedule things out of the work office. And now that I have all the time in my hands, if I don't block some time during the week to do things to myself, like workout, I may end up not doing those things, especially the ones that move me forward and are helpful in the long term. That's how I realized that when I was working in an office, I was not making the time for doing the things that really matter to me. And at that time, I was feeling even more miserable. So reality is, if you don't block some time for your dreams, they will never get done. And in 10 years' time, you will see your life passing like a rocket, leaving you standing in the same sad life that you may even not like. So I invite you to schedule your dreams in small baby activities and treat them as a doctor appointments that you don't want to miss. Get excited about them because those are the ones moving you forward. Chances are, if you don't block some time for you, somebody else will take that time. And you need to know that in order to make things happen, you need to do something. So aim for 1% every day. So today, you schedule workout for an hour, but you only manage 15 minutes. That is also something. At least you show up. Be flexible and focus on consistency, not perfection. You say you want to start working out. Well, starting 1 hour every day may be too much. So schedule 10-20 minutes walks 2-3 times a week. And when you master that, raise your bar a little higher with adding 10 more minutes or an extra day. And that is how growth and progress actually looks like. And then you see how those little lies that you tell to yourself, like being busy, become so harmful. Because at the end, make you powerless to take action. It blinds you to make a change. Take some small actions and actually do something about it. Taking responsibility of your decision is the main key here. Getting real with yourself. Like my calendar, I not only schedule client calls, I schedule everything from morning meditation to reading, shopping, workout, learning German or Tai Chi. And I have some days off as well, and that's okay. And I know if I have those activities scheduled 2-3 times a week, that's good enough for me to make some progress. So I won't stress myself about it. And I know if they are not there, then I can get worried because I won't get better at any of them. And I won't get the results I am expecting. So I take the responsibility and I own it. And that saved me a lot of pain and dissatisfaction, guilt, and the most harmful one, feeling bad about myself, making me feel worthless. That doesn't serve me or you. That only keeps us stuck. But how we get there in the first place? As I was saying before, we start setting high expectations. We start setting the bar too high. Changes are hard. They can be overwhelming, and people tend to change their life upside down overnight, like eating 100% clean foods every day and suddenly going to CrossFit 6 times a week. That won't serve you, and that will make it hard for you to maintain. Better to break down into smaller, more manageable steps. Like if you drink regularly lots of Coke, well, take them out of the house or stop drinking them so suddenly won't work. So if you drink 3 bottles a day, why not to replace one with some bubbly flavored water or a kombucha or something like that? And every week you reduce the portion a little. But taking sudden actions can be overwhelming. So if you have a habit that is very consistent, you may want to take baby steps. As the saying says, Rome wasn't built in one day. So take your time. That will avoid the burnout part. And this goes for anything you want to achieve in your life. A better person, learn a new language, introduce more helpful habits into your life. You want to start slow and with low expectations. Remember that what is more important at the beginning is the consistency. When we were kids, things were easier. We just had to go to school, learn every day, and that was it. Then we grow up and we have responsibilities that blind us and make us feel our dreams are not that important anymore. And then is when people will say, I will do it later, I will do it tomorrow, next Monday, next month, next year. Now is not the right time. So how long you will be keep lying to yourself? Real body transformations take time and don't start until you do. So something have to change and you will have to make it a priority. People often talk that this is the biggest obstacles. But when I see their bank statement and their calendars, that is not what I see. I only see fast food, hanging out, not any gym or activities related anywhere. And so if this is important to you, your calendar and your bank statement need to reflect that too. Make your talk in line with your actions. Don't say you want that for yourself and then you're not backing up with an action. You're not acting in line with the person you want to be, and that makes you feel crap. And how you turn this around? Well, get clear what type of person you want to be. The person that takes care of your body, eats well, and have energy to go and thrive in your days. So link your actions with your thoughts. You work out to become the person that works out. So spend a minute thinking how your perfect day or life looks like. Make a list. Woke up at 6 a.m. This is how it looks during the work days or the weekends. And see how far off are you from those days. How close are you from that person? Or how far off are you from that you want to become? It is a great reflection of saying who you want to be. Setting the line low, it will serve you to work step by step towards something you want to become, to achieve your goals, to do the things you want to do. So consistently, you will be doing that. And that is when you get the results you are expecting. And it only comes after a certain amount of time. So if you are too blinded into the I am too busy zone, I really advise you to take it really slow. Like today, I put on the running shoes. Next week, I go out for 5 minutes walking. The week after, I increase to 10 minutes and so on. So make that list. Make it happen. Aim to 1% every day. What is the one little thing you could do today to get there? I believe in you. Thank you for listening, and I hope you liked this episode. And if you did, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. That will support my cause, that is to impact as many of you to stop dieting and start living. For more information, you can find the link in the episode notes. I am also very active on Instagram, where you will find tons of information. Have a great one. Lots of love. Your coach, Nat.